Starting this live stream. I got Taco
Well,
and Damon
Taco,
and Guidebook in
and
the
then
back.
Taquito.
How dare you, racist?
Let's get right into it.
I'm sorry, did I appropriate culture there?
Yeah, dude, get the fuck out.
Somebody's triggered.
Somebody's closer.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh wow, they're up 3-0
Now at
already.
the plate,
Holy
Benny
Batting
Rodriguez
You suck.
Benny Rodriguez
has a look. Now the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
This is a situation.
You guys still play Dungeon
they could
Defenders?
Really redeem themselves. Look, they
Yeah,
lost
I do at
one run
least.
I've just been wanting to play
really
that, by the
tough
way.
to get past. But you got to
Has
throw
he?
that
He's
out
playing
right
me.
here, right now is the time to turn
Well,
around. And this big half inning
He
can
just
do it.
walked away for Damon when
Tries
he's
to
off
shave
work.
the corner with that
Awesome.
pitch, but it's 1-1.
Nah, never mind. It's too much.
Okay.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Hey, you don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Taco, did you I don't know if that's a conversation, but have you ever watched Check It Out with Dr. Steve Bull?
Yeah.
Ready on 3-1. Here's
You see the
pitch.
episode where
And this is
he goes
fouled
to
back
visit the
and out
married
of
news
play.
team, and Jan's hitting on him the whole time?
Yeah.
We're great.
Has a look.
Yeah.
Now the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field.
That's gonna go over the wall.
Looks
That's gonna
up.
go over the wall.
Home run, baby.
Gone.
Woo!
Was it Benny Rodriguez?
Yes, it was. It's officially, I officially on the record for most home runs in a
Two-run
postseason.
shot to straightaway
Too
center.
Too bad you're playing
His
on
third
beginner's
home run of this
difficulty.
series.
No, I'm playing
And
on
the
All-Star.
Dodgers are back within a run at
Whatever,
3-2
dude.
Hey, now.
Yeah, exactly.
Digging in
Yeah,
for
with
his
Benny
second
Rodriguez, I don't
at-bat,
play on the easy
Benny
difficulties.
Rodriguez.
He's 99 overall.
Benny
I have to earn
Rodriguez.
these hits.
Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, he's got a high pitch count. We're only in the second inning. Things are definitely not going his way. They're really making him work right now.
Hit in the air to right field. Almanzar on the move, but he's not going to
Good
get
third, good
there,
third,
and
good
he's
third,
headed
good.
for
So
extra
long
bases
grind
again.
begins.
O'Brien rounds the corner and
And
is
what?
headed home. And
Final
he's going to
Fantasy
score
12.
with ease as the throw will be
go.
too late.
Well, you just keep adding on. That's how you win.
How are you
games.
playing that?
He's a big part of it right here. That's his third
On PS4?
RBI, and they extend the lead in this ball.
It's actually on PS4?
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on, Harvey.
Up
You
next for the Dodgers.
worth this shortstop.
The shortstop, Harvey James.
Seared down the first baseline.
I'm going with
And a
that.
sliding
Oh,
drive is
go,
through
go,
a
let's
base
go.
hit. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 7-3 ball game. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one.
They're gonna get a run.
Now
Damn it.
batting, right fielder, Manuel Ojeda.
Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
No.
Well, that ball right there, Matt, he hit it hard. We saw it. He smoked.
Ready for another
Now
shot
batting.
now. Benny
Second
Rodriguez.
It's a weird Final Fantasy,
Already
dude.
a home run and a
Rodriguez.
double for him in this one. From the stretch. It swung on and hit in the air.
Drop, no.
Almanzar will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Why is it called the Zodiac Age?
Digging into
There's like a
try it
new
again.
like fighting system where like
Rodriguez.
Three.
He's 2 for
You
3
you
with a
build
home
classes
run
based on the
and a double.
Zodiac, like they're named after the Zodiac.
Swing and a miss
Like
that
they're each
time.
like after his
It's
like,
0-1.
symbol.
He may have to get his eyes checked
Oh,
on that
I know.
one.
I
He's
remember
looking for
watching
fastball.
gameplay of this
Man,
game.
he
I know
had
I
no
didn't play it,
chance
so I didn't
catching
like the
that. He gotta check
combat
his eyes.
system.
It's really late.
Stove dude who plays himself.
Low and inside for
You have to like
ball,
do all the
1-1.
macros for everybody. Hellblade is gonna be so dope. I can't believe it comes out in 2 weeks.
In the dirt here.
What's that?
Good job to corral
The guys
this
that made
quickly
a
as the
Heavenly
runners
Sword.
Hold on. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And a bouncing ball, foul. 8 runs on
For some reason, it's
12 hits.
flown like
One
super
error in
under the
ball game
radar.
for the Dodgers to this point. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there, and he is so close to having a cycle. He's
Fine,
one thing
I'll
short,
be
and the toughest one of them all, the triple. Looks like he's gonna get another at bat. Let's see if he's able to pull it off.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Riding in once again,
Push this ball.
Brian De La Cruz.
Put this out of reach.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
In there, 3-1. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. From the belt, kicks and deals. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Nick Castellanos.
The grinding
now.
part is super
He
boring.
hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here for very well.
Well, grinding in Final
Off there
Fantasy
as his pitch is
13
in
got
the dirt,
tedious
but handled
too.
quickly behind the
Fuck
plate.
yeah.
Hey, see it, drive it, let's go, big dog.
One of my favorite places was the
Set
caves.
and the 2-1 pitch.
Tried
to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten
where you can
up
first
with
fight
2
that
strikes.
like side mission dreadnought boss.
One good hit.
He's set,
Best place
here's
to grind
the
just 'cause that
2-2.
cave had so many enemies in
Swing,
it.
and he pops him up
In 13?
on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
That was the PS3 one?
Mhm.
Remember, I got into like an airship or
Stepping in
something,
and
or I
ready
was
for
like going into
another
a
shot.
city,
Dave
and I just like
Spillane.
run back and forth through this hallway.
Batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah. And then one of the best places to grind was when you first started to be able to do those
Fielded
the
cleanly,
side
throws second
missions.
For the 4 shot, and the side is retired.
Oh, like when it opened up finally?
Mhm.
Digging
Yeah.
in once again.
It's like a billion hours.
Almanzar.
Mhm.
Greg
It's like
Almanza.
15
Here
is
it
oh
comes
yeah,
on 0-2.
15 is super open world,
Hard hit
and then you
ball
get
to
to the last
second.
chapter, and it's like
3, you sit down. Let's go.
On
So-
the first, and the Redbird
so narrow.
rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand.
If 15 was weird, dude. They wanted to
I
make
like
12
Ready
again,
for another
for sure
chance.
tell.
Benny
The batter,
Rodriguez.
number 3.
And he's
I
got a
like the
shot at
fighting in,
history here, but
15
he'll
though.
need a triple to complete the
but the
cycle.
story was a bit
Below the knees, 1
everywhere.
ball, no strikes.
Yeah, it was like for sure, like, pick a lane.
On the ground to third, Montoya ranges
Yeah.
to his left.
Alright.
But I
In time
love
to first, and there are
love
2
the
away.
summons in 15. I love the side missions and shit.
Hindsight, it was the right choice to let the
Flying
setup
car,
guy
it's pretty dope.
stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
But I guess they reworked the final chapter so it didn't feel so it doesn't feel as linear, but still.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Player of the game.
Final chapter, that's chapter 13, there's 2
And
chapters
no
after
better time
that.
of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly
It's
what
sad
he's
though that,
like-
did. He's our top player.
No,
of
I
the
got
game.
to I got
Yeah,
basically
no time like the
almost to the end, and then I
postseason
stopped because I
and lift your team to
didn't want to
victory.
beat it. I just wanted to go
Certainly
and
a
dick
big
around in
factor here,
dungeons and stuff.
It was pretty cool to see.
I think I'm gonna get back into it next week.
Oh shit.
It's like I do that a lot with Final Fantasy. Like it took me a couple years to actually beat 13, not because it was hard, but because I just dicked around too
Let's
much.
try to eliminate the Cardinals.
And then I'd stop playing for a while, and then plus Orphan. Did you ever beat 13?
I hate
Yeah.
all the orphans in the world.
Orphan, the final boss of that game was such bullshit.
I don't remember it being that hard. I haven't played forever though. I had a lot of trouble with in 10. What's that guy with long arms? Seymour.
Oh, no, he was harder than the endgame boss.
His final form was ridiculous, dude. If I'm on that cliff, it took me like a fucking. Took me like 2 or 3 hours. Just like
Freaking
grinding to get up above him.
fighting Anima, his summon was fucking nuts. When you're fighting in his
Yeah.
house, I forget. There's a way to actually get that summon, in the game, but I forget how you do it.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen.
Batting third.
I always liked the best summon in 10 was the one you had to pay to get him to attack, and the more money you gave him, the better his attack was. I loved Yo-Yumbo. I freaking loved him.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
And getting some of the ultimate weapons in that game was a pain in the ass.
That one where you have to dodge those 50 lightning bolts from thunder planes? Never even gonna try it.
Great
I think that's one of the only ones I didn't get. Titus's was the easiest though for me.
The Chocobo thing?
Yeah.
That was insane, dude.
Yeah. And then fighting that fish to get the, I think that was Lulu's ultimate, like the fish from the beginning of the game. That was fucking easy.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that.
I think my most proudest achievement in that game was winning Watto's last blitzball game.
He started out the evening
dude, because I was like
so
and then getting fucking Waka's fucking ultimate, you have to beat like all the fucking blitzball tournaments and get like the top rank, and that's damn near impossible.
Well, he fell behind 0-2, and this is really the personality who he is. He didn't give up.
That is garbage at fucking blitzball. I honestly don't think in 10 that I ever actually won Waka's last game.
It took me forever after the level up right before. Oh, I'm so dope though. You get a cool little cutscene, and then Orange shows up and he's a badass.
And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
I did figure out an easy way to learn the jet shot when you're on that boat though. It's freaking, as long as you just keep spinning the sticks, you're gonna get it.
Ready once again.
I beat that shit on Vita.
Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far.
Like recently.
Guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing better.
But you know what gave me more trouble than Seymour though? Was when you're fighting it's your Kimari, and like if you don't have all the textile stuff and you're fighting his brothers.
Another one fouled off and he's quickly behind 0-2.
When you get up to the top of the village, yeah, and you have to fight the two other Kimari dudes, and like if you don't use Kimari enough, you're gonna snowball.
Coming in to score now is that runner from third, and we are once again tied.
You ever played Chrono Trigger with Chrono Cross? I forgot which one was a good one.
It's Chrono Trigger, and I actually had a copy of it on Super Nintendo.
Alright, Harvey Dean, don't be worthless for once in your life.
It's fucking amazing.
So dope.
Yeah, I love that game, and there's like a bazillion different endings to that game.
So I still play my Vita, like before I go to bed, I'll just play RPGs. Playing Blade and the Dragoon right now, dude. That game is like fucking perfect.
Have you ever played, I have it, they're making a new one of it, and it's a freaking, it's like a World War II type, it says World War I weapons, no, 2 weapons and stuff, and you get to drive a tank, and it's kind of like the PlayStation version of Yes. I freaking love that game.
I beat the last boss. I got to the last boss, and it's
super hard.
Digging in and looking for more.
I didn't know you could, what's it called in that game either,
swing and a little tapper.
Level up.
Rolls foul.
Yeah, that game was difficult. They're making a second one, and it looks really good.
It's already out. It's got really bad reviews.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was pretty bummed.
Aw.
Yakuza comes out August 30th, the remake of the first one.
Dodgers
It's gonna be half price.
the World Series.
So pumped,
Yeah, so you can, was it the Yakuza game you were saying how you had your Ho Empire?
dude. Yeah, dude.
Hey Taco, the
Do it all
Dodgers
over
won the
again.
World Series. What do you think, man?
Never gonna happen in real life. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
They won
I'm with
6
Taco
already.
there.
They won 6 already. You guys
Never
need
gonna
to
happen
learn-
again.
You guys need to learn history before you fucking talk.
Never gonna happen
You
again.
look at who you're talking to. You guys don't even know baseball.
I know my team.
You know I know some baseball.
I will freely admit
Now it's time
I will
to see
freely
if they
admit
can become
that
the
I will
best
give
in the
a lot of
entire
people
game.
shit about their baseball
Celebrate
team,
tonight
but
as
I
the
have
World Series
no
is next. Congrats to the NL
reason to
champs.
actually talk
Every
shit
game
because
has
my
its
team is
offensive
one of the
stars,
worst in
and
the league.
this one, he
I will
arguably
admit
shines
that.
fan.
brightest.
The
He's our
Giants?
Yeah.
top player of the
Ace.
game.
Well, when
Ace?
your one hit of the game is
Yeah.
a home run,
You guys just
and it
you guys
ends
just
up
let
being a really
your
critical
starting
one,
pitcher to
you have
the
to feel
Yankees.
pretty good.
Yankees
He
down
And we
was
always
a
lose,
huge
like,
day on the stat
we
sheet,
always
but
lose
he
our good
led
people
his
because
team
we
to
can't
a
afford
win,
them.
and that's all you can hope for as a player.
You're not playing that money ball hard enough, dog.
It's all slow
Harold
motion.
You can't play Moneyball when you don't have money.
And our
Or
entire
you
crew,
can't
this is
like
That's
you
true,
can't
actually,
play Moneyball.
You've
because
been
of the fact
watching
that
the National League
what's his name, that they
Everyone's
revealed.
playing money ball.
Yeah, well, that's because they revealed their strategy. Billy Bean and them were like, all right, well, let's let people know what we're doing. They wanted to brag about it, and now other teams do the Moneyball thing, but can afford to outbid them on players. So
Yeah.
so
And
the
the
Yankees
only-
used that same formula and won a World Series off of it.
The only way that the only thing that A's have going for them is they have a good prospect system, but so they have the good players for like a year or so, and then they have to get rid of them because then they can't afford to re-up their contract.
Yeah, and then they get players that don't make good impacts. They make good impacts on other teams, but then don't come to them and do good. Like Rajai Davis, he came from the Indians. He was the one that tied the game up in the World Series against the Cubs, and he hasn't really done anything in Oakland. So
Yeah, and then you got like the fact that like they'll get to the playoffs and then the first and they'll be doing so good because like they'll do really shitty throughout most of the season and then they'll pick it up at the end of the season and like then they'll be able to get like the wild card or something or first in the division like because a couple years back they you know the last game of the year they fucking got the pennant and then they got to the playoffs and fucking choked. Like they'll get to the playoffs and then just drop off.
Billy Bean's still trying to win that last game of the season.
Yeah. I think that one of their biggest problems is actually being in Oakland.
The problem is
Because,
It is
like-
dreary as fuck.
No, because the stadium's in a bad area and they can't get anybody in the stands. Like the only time where people come to the games is when it's like the last couple of games of the season if they're actually winning. Other than that, nobody shows up.
Dude, I'm grinding super hard right now. I hate this.
let's see who we're playing. In the World Series, we are playing.
It's like, and I even
playing
have the
Houston
DLC
Astros
for
in the World
15
Series.
downloaded.
This actually be
The,
World Series preview for this actually.
Oh, you got the season pass, like the Gladius episode and everything?
Yeah.
The stream right
I
there.
hear they're dope. I hear that's like a really good part of the
Next
game.
game.
Yeah,
we'll
like
have a full video
because
of
it's
the World
like
Series.
it adds backstory to the characters, I guess.
Go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button. Let's get to 2 million likes and 1,400 subscribers by tomorrow.
Are you getting off, Brian?
What'd you say, Blay? All right, peace.